What would you say is the best type of wine if I asked you right now? The place in which you can look for this and really pay attention is, for example, if an alarm salesman is telling you about recent crime in the area. He is focusing your attention on that in order to then be able to sell you an alarm system. So be careful what people tell you. If people are going to be telling you things that you want to hear, if people are telling you things that you feel resonate with you, then you are more likely to do what they ask you to do. Viewpoint, another very, very important one. So when there is a police interrogation and they are eliciting a confession from somebody, there's a very good chance that they are going to be filming the suspect. Now, when a jury sees the suspect, then they believe that the confession is a true confession. If, however, the camera is the other way around and you see more of the policeman, the jury will automatically think that the police officer is being a little bit unfair and forcing the confession from the potential criminal. So viewpoint is really important. If you are in a position where the criminal or the potential criminal and the police officer are on either side and both are on the camera, that's when you get a very equal kind of view. So when you are paying attention to this, you will notice that sometimes there's going to be a viewpoint that a company will push you onto. When they're doing their ads, they're going to get you focused on one thing and not necessarily on something else. That is something else that you really need to pay attention to. And finally, leaving things unfinished, cliffhangers. So TV shows do this really well. They know exactly how to get you hooked for the next episode by leaving a really good cliffhanger. The brain knows when something hasn't been completed and it will hold on to that. So the important lesson from this one is to leave your troubles at the door and remove items from your to-do list that you are probably not going to complete or that you don't really have to do. The less you have on the list, the more you're going to be focused and actually implement on that to-do list. And finally, the warning that Robert Cialdini gives is that this book is actually written for people to protect themselves, and it's not really supposed to be for using on other people. He talks a little bit about companies that go out of their way to encourage people to be a little bit dishonest. The people who have higher values don't like this, so they leave the company. And so when they hire new people, it's more likely people who are going to feel comfortable in that environment, in that culture, and it's going to be more likely unethical people. And so all of a sudden you have a company that only does unethical things. And it creates a major issue because these are the companies that then become your Enrons and create all sorts of issues and do things that they shouldn't be doing and start ripping people off. So you want to make sure that your company is a balanced one with a good culture that is maybe a little bit edgy, but not pushing the boundaries of being too edgy. I disagree slightly with that because I think that there definitely is room to be able to use some of these strategies in an ethical way. You want to be able to really use that compass needle to figure out whether it is good for you or not. And that is what I'm going to leave you with. This is a very important book. This is a great book. This is a book that is going to make a massive difference in your life, because if you are ambitious, if you want to achieve amazing things, this book will give you some ways in which you can create circumstances that are going to allow you to achieve what you want to achieve. It's going to help you have better interpersonal relationships, and everything in life is about people. If you are talking to people from work, you are influencing or being influenced. If we are talking about romantic relationships, influence and being influenced. Everything in life is about people and influence, and it's so important to be able to get this right. So this is definitely a 5 out of 5 book. I highly recommend it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to like this video because liking is a very important principle. And subscribe to the channel. We do lots of other really amazing videos as well. And I do actually have VAs that create this amazing video, so thank you to them as well. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. And remember to use everything that you learn. Don't just learn it and set it aside and never use it. So Pre-Suasion, great book, and I'll see you in the next video.